Yeah, we're live now. We
Oh,
are live. We are live.
good afternoon, Facebook. Hello, DJ K.
Hello, MP. How are you?
How are you, mate?
I'm good.
Great.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Do you like my new T-shirt?
Yeah, it's dark. I'm actually, this is going to sound really, life is full of important choices. Are they all golf clubs?
Yeah, they're all golf clubs. Yeah.
All different types of golf clubs.
Yeah.
So this isn't personal to you. It's just personal to colours. I am a light T-shirt guy. So if that T-shirt was white and I saw the golf clubs, I'd be like, yep, you've got me. But black
Yeah.
is I don't know what it is. Sarah's like, you should wear more black. I was like, no. Damo looks good in black,
Well, you'd look good in black. I'm sure
but
of it.
it's just not my own.
There we go. I've just got my phone
I
going.
remember the one black T-shirt that I've ever owned. I can tell you the one black T-shirt I've ever owned. It said Tonka on it, like Tonka trucks. And
Really?
It was in
Oh,
yellow
nice. I
writing.
thought you were
I
going to
can tell
say
you the
Atari or
only-
something.
It's the only black T-shirt I've ever owned.
I thought you were going to say Atari. That'd have been hilarious.
Yeah. So you know that philosophy of like, I think it's like the Steve Jobs philosophy. You know, just wake up every day and put the same T-shirt on and put on the same pair of jeans, and the same pair of shoes, and leave all of your decisions for later on at work.
Yeah.
So not me. I'm so not that guy.
All right. How
Anyway.
nice. We've got Summer there saying hi, guys. Love catching on Wednesdays. That's so nice. Thank you, Summer. Fiona Davis is there.
Summer.
Hi, guys. Lovely to have you
Oh,
here too.
Damo's so happy. There's engagement already. We haven't even hit record, and Damo's happy.
I am.
You must love that.
I do.
You must love it. All right. I reckon I can I can see some comments. Cool.
Good.
All right, shall we do it?
Let's do it. Let's have a relaxing chat with MP and DK.
All right. A relaxing chat. I'm up for it. All right. Here we go. My recorder has just cracked it. It's lost it. It's not going to play. So you're recording, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. I don't even have the intro and outro ready. I've only done this 400 odd times. Surely I could. Do you reckon I should have a go without the intro? Just for laughs and
you've done it 420 something times. Krista says, "G'day, hi guys. Still waiting for Marcus book to arrive. Got a text this morning saying it's been delivered today. Hurry up." Ha ha.
Oh yes, I've been posting books, posting. Yours is in the mail, Damo.
I've still got this on my desk. It's the original.
Yeah, well, you'll be able to burn that. You'll be able to burn that shortly.
I'm not going to burn it.
You'll be able to.
Nah, no way. This is
You'll be
going
able
to
to
the
burn
archives.
yours
This is in the
tomorrow.
museum. You know when they find, pieces of work like the Beethoven did, and he buried it next to the cat's body. This will be that. Like in 100 years' time, the great man Marcus Pearce, we found the original transcript of the 300-page version of the exceptional life book.
That's it's very kind of you.
That's what's gonna
Fiona
happen.
Davis has said, "Mine won't be here until next week." Why is that, Fiona?
What, Fiona?
That's weird. Anyway, Damo's yours should arrive. It's got tracking on it. You'll get an email or something when Australia Post put yours in the mail.
Thank you. I did get something from Australia Post. And I was like, what have I ordered? Did I buy something? what have
Maybe
I
it's a
bought
book.
this time? Amber's
Maybe
like,
it's
what
a
have you
book.
bought?
It's funny.
Oh, something from
Yeah.
from golf. Something golf.
Gee whiz. Next week, Fiona. Oh well.
Mm.
I want to say sorry, but I know it's not my fault, so to speak.
No, Debbie says hi as
Summer
well.
says, so thanks, Debbie. Summer says you have to do the intro and outro. It's part of the show. Yes, Summer, we're actually just toying with the idea of not reading it and just having a go at doing it
Yeah,
without reading it.
yeah. Good luck.
So we're gonna play it. We're gonna play risky.
All right. In 3,
All right.
2, and 1.
Hello and welcome to 100 Not Out, a weekly show dedicated to helping you master the art of aging well. Marcus Pearce here with you for the 400 and something time. I'm going to say 427. It could be 426. And it would be so lonely, so lonely if I was not able to shoot down to sunny Melbourne to the great man, my brother from another mother, Dr. Damien Christoph. Hello, legend.
Hello, legend. That was legendary. I can't believe you did that without a script. It's like you've done it before. Congratulations. Mate, it is great that you shot down here on this beautiful, almost winter's day here in Melbourne. It's a bit gloomy, a bit grey, a bit windy, a bit cold, but the sun always shines when I know I'm going to catch up with the great man, Marcus Pearce. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of excitement about your book coming up, Pearcey. Everybody is on the edge of their seat just waiting. They can't wait. They can't wait. People are going, Australia Post is going to take a week. People are going, where's mine? I haven't received my notification yet. I'll tell you what, it's big. A lot of people talking about it.
I think that's why I'm tired, Damo. And I tell you, I was so looking forward to our conversation today. So I so need a Damo chat. I've been burning the candle, signing these books. I cannot just get a book and sign my name. I individually hi Damo, or hi dear Debbie, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. Signed, Marcus Pearce. And I was like, for some, I was like, I just signed my name but then I timed it and it was only a minute per book. Like get the envelope, sign the book, put a bookmark in, pop it in the envelope, pop it in a box. It was only a minute. I was like, and then I timed it just like signing. So apologies to some people if they just got one where it was like enjoy the book or something, but I timed it and it was like 45 seconds. I was like, it's so much better to do a proper personalized one for the sake of 15 seconds per book. I was like, seriously.
Mate, that's incredible. I don't know how you found 1,045 seconds to do. That's already.
I had about 300. I got up, was going to bed at 11:30 and getting up at 5:30. And I had visions of doing it with my kids. And all day on Sunday, I got 5 books done doing it with my kids. And so the kids went to bed and I was like, I thought I'd be done. Wow. And then so I did about 150 on Sunday night from about, I don't know, 8:30 to 11:30. And then
did you take some
Monday
photos?
Morning. I did, but I haven't posted them or anything, you know me. It's just another thing. And I was like, how do people do all this so short? And then I had to go to Brisbane on Monday at 10:30 to shoot like a TV show for Positive Real Estate all night Monday. So I was up at 5:30 Monday morning, signing books all the way through until about 9. I went to the cafe with like 2 boxes of books and I sat in the corner of the cafe signing another 50 books.
Footbridge?
Before I got on the road to Brisbane. Yeah, Footbridge.
Yeah.
I hid in the corner kind of when no one could see me. Shout out. Well, I had my book launch at Footbridge, so they've been off the charts. But
was that a book party?
I think I was so looking forward to our chat at book party because a book launch sounds just a little bit not my style. But I was so looking forward to chatting to you because I just am tired. And I was like, talking to good friends is really energizing.
Isn't it?
And I think a lot of people have forgotten that. They think Netflix energizes you. It's like, nah. Sometimes just chatting to good people is so, and even right now, like 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh, I can feel the stress melting away. I'm like, oh, it's so good. It's underrated.
Can I tell you before you drink that water? If you drink that and gulp in this microphone, I will jump down the microphone. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. If you watch Suits, it's not good for reducing your stress because they just yell at each other. Or if you watch Murders on Netflix, it's not good. But you can't beat hanging out with your mates. It's not ideal on Zoom and stuff, but hey, here we are. It's great.
I was planning to come down to Melbourne next week and have a little book party at Vita. But then on the back of what happened, I was like, nah, not going to risk it. Well, but I miss you.
What we do know is that Gladys won't lock you out. She won't. You might come here. Oh, but we might have...
No, Gladys won't lock me out, but then I need to go to Queensland, and then it's like, what's Anastasia going to do? But let's come back to friends. Let's come back to the art of socialising is energising.
Yeah. ...
when done with the right people. And maybe we can talk about socialising is demoralising ... when done with the wrong people.
That's so true, isn't it? That's the flip of it.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
I love that. I get energized from catching up with my friends. I can go out for dinners and lunches and breakfasts and hang out for hours and hours on end, and I'll wake up so refreshed the next day, like so refreshed. And for me, that really works. And I think that's because I'm a Labrador. No, what am I? A golden retriever. And
You're both.
I'm both. And I love being around
Yeah.
people. I love little pats and rubs on the back, and I love all that sort of stuff. That social interaction. It really helps me out. Amber's kind of like she's like a British short hair. Maybe a Russian blue cat that just doesn't like to have lots of people around. She's great. She's up on your lap whenever she wants to get a rub, but she's hiding or scratching or running away because being around people can exhaust her. She's around people all the time, all day, every day, right?
I don't know if we've ever spoken about this. Okay, this is so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, like for you and me, who are both extroverts, can you please stop doing that? For you and me, who are, I'm saying that because there'll be other people watching this going, why is he doing that? Can't he just stop fidgeting? This guy's a fidgeter.
People that are listening are going, what is he doing?
And now you're about to drink some water. What is with you today? It's unbelievable. Yeah, there's
an old smoking habit. I've always got something in my hand.
Other people who are watching this will also agree with me. There's been times when people have commented, what's with Marcus and his fidgeting? I know. Anyway, I was just going to say, you and I are extroverts. You and I are extroverts, and we take great pleasure in being around other people. We love it, which is a great thing. And I wonder if Pina's the same, Fiona's the same, Debbie's the same. I wonder, too, whether Krista's the same and Summer's the same. And the reason why I wonder that is because they join us every single week and, want to be part of this. And maybe that's part of their energy boost they get going.
I would love it if the people on the Facebook Live could pop in the comments if you think you're an extrovert or an introvert. And now, Damo, I want to ask you, based on what you've just said, because I believe often, not always, extroverts marry introverts and introverts marry extroverts. I want to share this analogy with you. I may have already shared it with you before, and our listeners.
Isn't Sarah's birthday in July?
Yeah, July 29.
So she's going to be an extrovert, and you're an extrovert. You're both extroverts, right?
We're two Leos, but no, yeah. Sarah's an introvert. She doesn't agree with me, but
you're both extroverts.
She probably calls herself an ambivert. But here's the analogy that I think defines all the scars. Here is the analogy that I think defines extroverts and introverts, and it's not my analogy. Okay. It's in the book, but I can't remember the name. It's like Sylvia Lowerkin, and it's Quiet Impact, I think the book is called.
Okay.
And the analogy she gives is extroverts are like wind turbines and introverts are like batteries. And an introvert wakes up with a full battery. So let's say Amber's an introvert. She wakes up with a full battery, and throughout the day, human engagement, not that she doesn't like it, but human engagement lowers the battery. And they get to the end of the day and their battery is as good as empty. Mm-hmm. And the extrovert is like a wind turbine. They need wind a la people to give them energy. And that can be at 6 a.m, like when I go down to the cafe and have coffee, and I never have coffee at home. I only have coffee at the cafe, and I like to engage and talk with people. Or it could be at 10 o'clock at night. Like you said, we could go out for dinner and see friends and go to bed so happy and just full of fulfillment because that wind turbine energy of other people has just filled us up. But it's not the same for everyone. And I think so often wind turbines are trying to turn batteries into turbines, and batteries are trying to turn turbines into batteries. And it's not the way it is. We've got to have more compassion for the differences in people and their personalities instead of trying to change people. But that's an analogy that often sticks with me and kind of makes it a bit easier to, one, know thyself, and two, accept others for who they are.
Uh-huh. Jeepers, I love that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I might get that name of that book from you again. What's the name of that book?
The book is called Quiet Impact.
Quiet Impact.
Impact, and I reckon I could almost go straight to the page. And shout out actually to Brett Hill, who actually told me once, have you got anything about introverts and extroverts in your book? Because when we had dinners like before Wellness Couch events,
yeah,
he'd want to go. He'd want to go at 9:30, and I'd want to keep on hanging out.
We didn't want to leave. We didn't want to leave.
Yeah. Quiet Impact by Sylvia Lowerkin.
Okay.
So
I'm going to get it.
There you go.
I'm going to get it. I love that sort of stuff. And I love the analogy of the wind turbine and the factory. I think that's really good. And the comments that you got here from Debbie and Krista and Summer are on point, like exactly what you've suggested there. So Debbie, when she says "I agree, Damien," that's about you fidgeting. So that's what that's all about. Thank you, Debbie.
No, it's not.
It is
no,
so.
It's not. It's
I guarantee it. That's when it came through. That's when that came through. And
no, she agrees that socializing is demoralizing. ... when hanging around with the wrong people.
No,
and you said I agree.
That's so not true. That's so not true. I reckon she say it's because you're fidgeting. But I really love that, and I think that everybody who has friends would see people that actually fit into that. Now, it's interesting because is that the same as here we go, Debbie, it was about Marcus fidgeting. There we go. Thanks, Debbie. Do you reckon it's the same, like what happens if a whole bunch of batteries get together and a whole bunch of wind turbines get together? Is there anything that you can talk to me about with that?
That's great. That is that is so great. Well, look, this is going to be controversial.
Imagine you and I. Imagine you and I multiply by 100, not out. We were all in the same room together. All those extroverts. What would happen? Imagine how loud it would be.
Well, let's go back to the first example.
50 more fidgets.
A whole bunch of badgets. A whole bunch of batteries. Oh dear, this is so filling my bucket. I'm so happy. A whole bunch of batteries getting together for a party. I feel like the party would start at 8 o'clock and they'd all be home by 9 o'clock. It's all just too much.
Yeah.
Where a whole bunch of wind turbines gathering together would probably have a bender and find a way to just enjoy. Because I feel like with a whole bunch of wind turbines, I don't know this, so you're better off asking Sylvia Lower can quite impact. But
we should interview her.
They wouldn't know when to end the party. They wouldn't know when to end.
I just shoot it on you.
Yeah, we should interview.
A lot of people have mentioned that to me this week.
I'll let it go through to the keeper.
Shooting. People have mentioned shooting this week because that was what we last recorded. So the whole shooting thing. Even my mum rang me up and said, "You should." Blah blah blah. And Mum, you never say "should" to me anymore. Have you been listening to my podcast? But yes, we've got another listener. That's what I was thinking to myself.
Oh, that's so good. So good. I went to get the ball again. I had to put it away.
Yeah, put it away. Wow, good on.
It's an old smoking habit. Don't worry, people.
Well, I'm loving that you're getting energized because I am too. Although I've already had a great morning. I went and played golf this morning. Obviously, Wednesday mornings are my golf morning. I played with Biscuit today, which was fantastic. And he's the kind of guy that fills my bucket, like you. It's an entertaining round of golf. Like there's good conversation, and you can be around people that can drain you, because in certain situations they might be batteries and they need charging up. So instead of actually contributing or giving anything to the engagement, they just zap you. They take all of your charge just to keep them going. So they might do well from the conversation, but don't contribute to the conversation. Biscuit. When I play golf with Biscuit, he always contributes to the conversation, and it definitely charges you up. So you feel great at the end of golf. You feel like you're on top of the world. If you've had a good game, you feel better. If you have a bad game, you don't feel too bad. It's a great thing. Now, I suspect that there'll be situations that this might occur in with you, like even with Positive Real Estate that you work with. You might find that when you're in those sorts of situations, there's some people that you get around that really take your energy away. And they're heavy people. They are most likely, I would think, people that require revving up. They're not necessarily self-motivated to be able to get energy. Would you agree with that?
I don't know about...
Like a melancholy sort of person, a choleric.
Oh, choleric. Yeah, I don't know about... I'm not thinking about Positive specifically, but I just find it... I find that it's really... what's the word? An introvert is very good one-on-one, but they're not so good.
I love introverts.
Yeah, so they're really good for a one-on-one.
Yeah.
They're really good one-on-one.
Yeah.
But they're less at home in one-to-many. So
yeah.
Yeah. So like we're both married to introverts, right? So I actually love sitting on the couch with Sarah and just chatting.
Yeah.
Where it's just a happy place. But if Sarah and I are at a party, I know maybe it's a phase of life thing with kids as well, but it's a little bit different because I love to work the room and move around and say hi and do this and do that and all the rest of it. But Sarah would be far more inclined to talk to one person for, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, which is perfect introvert behavior. And I see what Debbie says here. She said like a party with extroverts would become a year-long event. That's like the perfect reason why we have extroverts and introverts, because introverts are almost like, in a good way, they're responsible for the party ending at a reasonable time. Like if it wasn't for introverts, like a 50th would go all night. And you always know the extroverts always, they're the last 4 people that get home at 4 a.m.
True. Yeah.
The introverts were wise enough to go home when the party was at its peak. They're just wiser a lot of the time. Introverts are often wiser in social situations. They just know when to go. So yeah, I think what I'm finding is that it's a skill, particularly if you're tired, it's a skill to massage a conversation with an introvert if you're an extrovert that likes to bounce around a room, because an introvert can often just want to focus on that one conversation. So but I think given the time of life, for me, catching up with an introvert in a cafe is perfect, because I can just talk like if I'm catching up with them for coffee and it's just the 2 of us, it's so easy. But if it's 4 people sitting at a table, 3 extroverts and an introvert, I feel for the introvert, because they're probably going to get, like genuinely, I do. It's I imagine it would be a hard place to be, because it's like it's draining the battery, and it's hard to contribute, and they're like, okay, I think I'm ready to go now. So, I mean, it is a significant social. I think I look at it all the time. I don't know about you, but it's like I'm constantly thinking of that individual person. Am I going too hard, or are they like you, where we could talk all night, walk down the street, say hi to strangers, but I wouldn't do that with everyone.
Now, here's something for you, because I think in our DNA, there's a little bit of programming, right? So we've got a degree of programming that would suggest that you're an extrovert and I'm an extrovert. From time to time, I like to be an introvert, or maybe I like to be introverted. And so we can switch in and switch out. Do you think that over time you can move in the direction of a total expression of the opposite to what your DNA had originally had you at? So, for example, do you think that if life was enough to you or on you, that you could move in a particular direction? So let's say, for example, life was very, very difficult and challenging, and you're extroverted forever and ever, and you kept on coming up against roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. Could you then fade into introversion? Or if life was incredible and continued to present you with parties and opportunities and success and all that sort of stuff, could you extrovert out of introversion?
Oh, that's such a great question. Well, I can only share from experience. I had a conversation yesterday with a friend who is just going through a tough time in their relationship, and they said that, and they're a wild extrovert, but under stress, all they wanted to do was not be the life of the party, curl up in a ball, and just be by themselves. And I think what you've just said is really, I think a lot of people could think about that, like under stress, where do you go?
Yeah.
Like if I'm absolutely knackered from a day, I'm so happy to sit on the couch, read a book, have a chat to Sarah, check the footy, and I don't want to go out. If I've got friends that are here on holidays and they're like, do you want to go out for dinner? Once the kids are asleep and the sting's out of the day, I actually don't feel like I want to wind the turbine up again and crank into it, because the day's done.
Yeah.
So I think I love what you're saying, because it's not black and white, is it? It's actually, given the phase of life and what's going on and stresses and all the rest of it, you might want to go through an introverted phase of your day or week or month. But I do feel like under stress, we might, no, stress is not a bad stress, but it could be like a relationship breakdown. You lose your job, something happens financially, or a health challenge, whatever. I think it'd be very easy to switch. But I think of like Eddie JQ, right? He's 101. He loves being around people. I mean, the man still does tours of the Jewish Museum.
I know, how good is that?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so,
and so does Isabel. She
it's
loves
not
being
like
around
as
people.
you age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like as you age, you become. It's not. That's just an example of one or
Well,
two. Like I said, Isabel
yeah,
loves talking. It's not an age thing. It's
No.
not like a normal part of aging.
But you
to
could let
become
yourself
more
go
introverted.
into that space. Like you could move. You could
Oh,
move into a
yes.
space.
But then I think of that in a toxic manner. Like if you have too many movies you want to watch on Netflix, it's so easy. My whole thing at the moment is I just feel like on the back of the last 12, 18 months,
Yeah.
so many people have lost their social muscle. Like it's atrophied. They don't know. Like they've just, and it's not judgment. It's just been that it's been harder to go out and socialize with community.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost a lot of our social muscle, our social graces. We find it harder in group environments, talking to strangers, learning about people. Hi, nice to meet you. I don't know. Do I hug you? Do I elbow tap you? Can I kiss you? Can I hug you? Do I high five you? Do I nod? Like, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
Well, it's a genuine challenge.
Yes.
Like even watching Derby play football at the moment, like they're playing football, but they're still doing elbow taps at the end. I was like, that's just. It's really, and that's not a whinge. I'm not whinging. It's just what I'm saying is it's awkward for people to know how to flex their social muscle when it's very different now. So, yeah. Good chat.
It is. It's a great chat. It's a great chat. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Great to have everybody who is live watching on Facebook. And we do this every week-ish on a Wednesday at around-ish 3 o'clock, sometimes 2:30. Or 3:30. So around that time, if you want to join us on Facebook, then come and watch us. If you're listening to this and you're going, what? You're on Facebook? Yeah, just go to 100 Not Out. When you go to Facebook, that's 100 Not Out, and you'll be able to find us.
You got to spell it out. It's O-N-E.
Really?
H-U-N. Yeah. Our Facebook is all letters because some random had a 100 Not Out account with spelt out. It was like a random cricket account or something. Right. So we never quite got the 100. So you got to spell it out on Facebook. But I think the most important thing about Facebook, folks, is that Damo absolutely loves comments in the chat.
I do.
So if you just want to like give Damo a social
Debbie
back
wins
scratch,
today. I got to tell you, Debbie wins today.
He just loves it. It fills him with joy.
So much joy.
Oh, and there's all of these. Oh, you're doing all the love.
I'm doing
Damo's giving himself love.
I'm doing love and thumbs up,
smiles and
care and laughter,
and hugging and likes.
Makes me feel important.
Debbie gets the gold star today.
Woohoo!
And Damo is really, really happy. So
thanks for joining.
It's been a joy to have you all listening and watching. We love our 100 Not Out community, 8 years plus. And still going strong. Thank you, Damo, for your wisdom as always.
Thank you, Piercy. Great chat. Thanks for starting this one up and deciding on a relaxing chat today.
It's absolutely necessary. For all Damo's wisdom, head on over to DamienChristoff.com. If you're lucky enough to be in Melbourne, there's only one chiropractic centre to go to. That's Vita Lifestyles in Sandringham. The others are good, but Damo's is the best. Myself, Marcus Pearce. Myself, marcuspearce.com.au. And until next week, as always, continue to make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Bye for now. I think I'm supposed to salute. Hey, good chat. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. That was great. Yeah, we're still live on Facebook. Great to have everybody there. Thanks for all of your laughs and your little thumbs up emojis, heart emojis. Look at that. It's like going off.
Who's doing all those emojis? Who is it? Is that you or someone else now?
No, it's not me anymore. Hands are up here. Not me anymore.
What if I do it? There you go. I'm doing something.
No, you're doing some. That's a good thing.
Just fidgeting on my phone.
I love it. Thanks,
that's
Summer.
Good. That's good. Good on you, Summer. All right. Well.
All right, PC.
We'll end the Facebook and then I'll have a chat to you, Damo.
All right. See you later, everybody. See you next week.
See you, Facebook.
Bye.